Hello everyone, this is Warp Jester. I wanted to start doing some videos on tips and tricks and how-tos for the Feed the Beast mod of Minecraft. I do a lot of projects on the TBA gaming server, and I want to get a chance to walk through and show you some of the work I've done and how it's been done. Today particularly, I'm actually going to be talking about targets. We are currently working on a project to create a archery field for our server, and I wanted to create a target system that would detect where an arrow lands on the target. So in this particular case, I've made a 3-ring target, and this target can detect exactly where an arrow has landed. So you see right here, go ahead and hit the blue area, blue target goes off. If I hit the green area here, green light's going to go off, and of course, if I get a bullseye, see if I can do that. There we go. The red light goes off. This is really handy for scoring and doing other triggers. I can even do a lot more projects. I have some ideas in mind for doors and whatnot. Let me go ahead and give you a tour around back here and show you exactly how I've built this. Now, please forgive me. This is my test world, and I tend to be a little bit sloppy, so things are always cleaned up. Now, this target is based around the principles of obsidian pipes. In case you don't know, obsidian pipes have the property of being able to pick up items off the ground in close proximity to them. This includes arrows that have hit a target. They can pull them in. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the bullseye here. We'll get right into it. Now, this obsidian pipe here is in close proximity to the target. I'm using cover panels to cover the face of all the pipes, and that's close enough for the obsidian pipes to register and pull in items that get stuck into the target. Now, this obsidian pipe here, I have added an iron ore gate. Gates are a wonderful add-on to Buildcraft pipes that allow you to emit redstone signals and do other actions based on what's happening around them. In this particular case, this gate is set up to detect if there's items traversing the pipe, in this case if an arrow gets sucked in, and give off a redstone signal via pipe wire. And the reason for that is, if you hop down here, there's a secondary iron gate that will pick up that signal and give off a redstone signal that can be picked up by this redstone line, which can be then run out and trigger the redstone light. So that's how you can tell these bullseyes. Now, the second ring here I want to get into is the green area. Now, there's a property about obsidian pipes that some people are not aware of, and that is if you apply power to an obsidian pipe via a motor, say a redstone motor, Stirling, etc., obsidian pipes can actually cover a larger area in a cone shape. So in this particular case, if you have a obsidian pipe and you give it power, it can actually reach further out in a larger area. Now, how I've done that here is by using what's called an Autarctic gate. This is a gate that can give off an energy pulse. It effectively acts like a motor built into the pipe. And this actually does work for making the obsidian pipe reach further than it normally does. So in this particular case, we've got obsidian pipe back here with this Autarctic gate that's actually collecting arrows in a 3x3 area, or this entire green area, in front of it. It can detect and pull those items in. And just like before, if there's any items traversing, it gives off a redstone signal, which is picked up by the green line here, and runs out to the green light. So that's how you can pick up that second area. Now this works really well because the time it takes for this guy to register and pull that arrow is a little bit slower than the target, the bullseye. So the bullseye will always grab the arrow out of the center first before the Autarctic gate can register and pull it in. So that's how you get the first two tiers here. Then the last tier here gets a little bit wonky. If you want to do a two target area, this is a very simple setup. Very, very easy to do. I like to go to the extreme here and see what else I can pull off. So I went ahead and added a third ring here. Now, as you can see, just like before with the bullseye, these are just regular old obsidian pipes, no power to them. Most of these are running just your basic gate. A basic gate is very, very fundamental, and I have them all set up to detect when the item's in the pipe and give off a redstone signal, which is then picked up by this redstone wire right here. Now, this did present a problem, as the corners here, there's no way to get a redstone wire to those corners without adding more stuff to the outside. I really wanted to leave these targets very clean, nothing protruding off the end of the targets here. So the solution I found was to go ahead and add some more iron gates here. Now, these iron gates are going to serve two functions. First, the primary function, which is if a arrow hits its area, it'll detect the item and give off a redstone signal. But also, it's going to detect any redstone signals being given off by its adjacent gates and apply that pipe signal as well. So if this guy in the corner here detects an item, it's going to give off a redstone signal. This iron gate will pick it up, and it's going to run that signal down and through this pipe wire. Now, this applies for all four corners, and all of those iron gates feed back to this iron gate right here. This iron gate's sole purpose is to detect that pipe wire signal, give off a redstone signal that again can be picked up by a regular red power 2 wire, and then run out for whatever purpose, in this case light up a light. So there you have it. Pretty straightforward. It is a little bit time intensive. You have to get yourself a bench set up to create all of these gates here, but it's not very expensive. The first iteration I made was all diamond gates, and you see here it's a huge grid of diamond gates. Very expensive, very cumbersome, lots of pipe wire. Not pretty. This right here is actually pretty cost effective. Most of these gates here are just regular old redstone gates, and very straightforward, very easy to make. And then the iron gates. The only real exception to that is the iron Antarctic gate. That's the only real quote-unquote expensive piece you have to build. But that's pretty much it for you guys. So there you have it. This is a archery target that senses where the arrows are at. Now, one just little disclaimer here is the target is not perfect. When it comes to the aspect of the arrows shooting, for the most part, they work pretty well. They'll detect where the arrows are at without much issue. However, if you get kind of close, you'll see here, that's green. I'll get back a little closer there. That triggers red. So it was technically still hitting the green area just by a couple of pixels, but it picks a trigger on the red. This system tends to favor the unpowered gates or the unpowered obsidian pipes before the powered ones. So bear that in mind. It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn close. Works pretty well. I like it. I'm going to be using this for a lot of the projects I do in terms of archery range, as well as some other projects for possibly hidden doors and whatnot. So that's it for now. I appreciate you watching. If you like, please hit the like down below. Lets me know that you're into this. I might be making a few more here. I do a lot of projects related to how-to fixes, as well as things like storage systems, processing systems. You can see this big monstrosity here. If you'd like to see more about a lot of stuff I do, please let me know. Give me a comment. I'll read those and see what needs to be done. And other than that, I appreciate putting up my first video, and have a good day. Bye.